Hello, hello. We have Marvin here, and we are working on that muzzle today. So, like we thought, the muzzle is a challenge, of course. It's something that he doesn't really want to put on. However, we are doing our best to convince him to do so. So, we started the session out very similar to last time. We have the bowl right there. We have the muzzle in the bowl, and then we convinced him to put his face in it by putting treats in the muzzle in the bowl. And when he kept his head in, he was able to do everything by himself. Then we moved on to holding the muzzle in our hand, and we sat down on the floor, and he put his face in. He quickly realized that, it really wasn't worth it to him. He was like, okay, I guess I'll put my face in sometimes. But he really didn't put his face in as often as we would like on his own volition while we were on the floor with him. So then we turned to standing and actually backing up, being very inviting and inviting him into the muzzle himself. Now, add a thing. We're using cheese, the cheese right there, shredded cheese. But the cheese also wasn't enough. He decided that he didn't want to keep his face for too long. So now we're using butt rubs. He loves butt rubs. So we give him cheese for putting his face in. And then we continue the rewards by giving him butt rubs, his ultimate reward. And as you can see, the muzzle is still on. And he's pretty accepting of it. He's pawing at it a little bit, but it's not as much as he did a few minutes ago. So again, I'm just going to show you the whole process. Cheese in hand.
Essentially, I'm turning this into a game.
Yeah, cheese in hand.
Okay. We don't typically like jumping, but we want the muzzle to be fun. So.
Muzzle down. She's being inviting. We want him to come put it on himself. He needs to love the muzzle, yes.
Yeah.
Get cheese for holding it on. And then she butt rub. Butt rub, butt rub, butt rub. And you see the muzzle is still on while he's getting this reward. And as soon as she stops rubbing.
Good job. Adding time. That's what's happening here. Just a lot of reinforcement while he holds this on. He can take it off if he wants. I'm really just have my hand set on it, but he's telling me now, so I'm going to take it off and no more rubs. Bless you.
Meanwhile, when the muzzle's on, rubs continue. Just like so. So the idea is if we were using treats for this adding time venture, we will continue to give him cheese for holding his head. But since the cheese wasn't enough, we're going to give him butt rubs to continue to hold his head in there.
No, we need a password and we need cheese. Okay, we get your cheese. One more time. Oh, Mom.
Mar.
Where are you going, Mom?
All right. Getting back to it.
Ready?
Yep.
You ready?
So she's being very inviting him into her space. Being silly and goofy as possible. Marvin loves that.
Oh, are you tired? Did we tire you, Mom? Marv. Okay.
Good job.
Okay, good job.
And then treats for continuously holding that muzzle on. And right now you see he's not pulling at it. He's actually accepting it on because of these butt rubs. So again, we're using rewards to add time to this muzzle, and we're just adding time to it gradually. Practice as shown. It will be a little difficult trying to hold the muzzle and give him pets, but it is possible as you can see.
Finger hooked underneath. So there's a significant amount of pressure on his nose right now because I am holding it in place. But it does need to feel like there's something on his face. So this is really good, but again, he's not pawing at it. He's not trying to take it off. That's because he's getting constant reinforcement right now. Good job. Good job. Good. Okay.
Good job. So earlier we were not able to actually have that clasp over his back his head, and now he's actually letting us do it, which is awesome.
Good. You can do it.
Okay. Yes. So you saw when we tried to squeeze those two together.
Yeah. It starts to resist. This is the hardest part, is actually getting it clasped. Good. Good job. Good job. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And he likes a really good.
Just adding time to it.
Massage.
Adding time.
Okay. And he's done. All right. We will get there. But
yes.
He's doing really good.
Yes, he is. Practice as shown. Continue to do the bowl trick. Actually, the bowl trick should be your passive muzzle training practice all the time. Meanwhile, your active training should look like this. We are progressing this along slowly, but the bowl trick is something you should be doing every day, honestly, in order to get him used to the muzzle. Every day meaning as often as possible. The muzzle should be used like that as often as you can, and you can practice this. The added portion of you walking back and putting his face in whenever you want. That being said, anything you want to add to it?
I think that's it. If you're doing it with your hand, what we're really just looking for is that he's not just dipping his face in, getting a treat and leaving it. Like, no, we're looking for him to really hold his face in there. So whether he's holding his face in for a treat or he's holding his face in because you're petting him at the same time, that's what we're looking for. We're at the point where he needs to try and wear it. Wearing it is what's getting the treat, not just popping your face in. We're past discovery. Now we're moving on to actually holding it on his face. Once he really starts holding his face in there and like quits resisting it, then we can really start making the clasp and really clipping it in so he doesn't feel like he's trapped. So we have to get past the like, hold it with time. He's not going to feel like he's trapped at any point. So that's that. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Bye.